What's different about your favorite airline? If it's one of the big three, American, Delta, or United, you may have trouble coming up with something unique. Here to tell us why many say they have trouble telling the big three apart these days is WSJ's Middle Seat columnist, Scott McCartney. Hi, Scott. Great to see you.
Good to see you, Tanya.
So, Scott, are American, Delta, and United consciously watching and imitating each other?
Absolutely. It's always been a copycat competitive business, but I think and analysts say to a greater extent than ever. Even down to the interiors of the planes, they're all blue and gray. If one starts serving snacks, the others serve snacks. If one dramatically changes its frequent flyer program, the other two change exactly the same way with all the same limits.
Can you give us a concrete example of a feature that one recently added, for instance, that were then replicated by the other two?
Yeah, I mean, there's just been a host of things. United announced it was going to add lie-flat beds between New York and Los Angeles and other East-West Coast routes. And so Delta did the same, beat them to the punch a little bit. American did the same. The frequent flyer program change, really dramatic. Delta started that. Delta started a lot of these things. Issuing miles to people based on revenue, setting spending requirements. It all got matched point for point. Delta started shuttling top customers around the tarmac in Porsches. So one of the other guys got Cadillac, and one of the others got Mercedes. They're all doing the same thing.
So what are some of the trends then that are driving this race to sameness and are making it possible?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, the profitability of the big three, that's given them money to upgrade their products. They have upgraded their products dramatically. A lot of it makes sense for travelers, but some of it in terms of cost cutting, in terms of one finds new ways to get more seats on an airplane, squeeze them closer together. They all follow that. But the money that they're spending has allowed them to follow. One good example of that, American actually decided it wasn't going to add seat-back entertainment screens to its planes. Then Delta did, and American decided, well, we got to spend to do that just to make sure Delta doesn't have an advantage over us.
Absolutely. But Scott, there is one airline that leads the pack by just a little when it comes to consumer reporting, correct, Scott?
Yeah, I think Delta has clearly driven a lot of the changes. Some of them haven't been matched yet by the other guys. Delta, in its extra legroom rows, gives you free drinks and some other benefits that the other guys don't. Delta has dropped its telephone reservation fee. The other guys haven't. Delta made its in-flight entertainment free. American just this week announced it was going to do the same. I asked American about it. They said, yeah, we noticed Delta did that, but we would have come to the same conclusion.
And of course, poor Delta is still struggling today with some problems due to its switchboard issue, correct?
Yeah, very much. Delta, one of the ways they've led has been operational performance. They've dramatically reduced their cancellations until this week, and really lead the big three in on-time rates and reliability. They've canceled about 2,000 flights so far this week. That's as many as they canceled over a 12-month period going back to May, according to Department of Transportation statistics. So the past 3 days have been a year's worth of cancellations for Delta.
Wow. All right. Well, let's hope that isn't the thing that stands out as their distinguishing factor among the big three right now. All right. Well, Scott, thank you so much for that.
Sure. Great to be with you.